Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. The point of my videos is to be short and sweet, so hopefully that's what this will be, so let's get started. So this video will be about gaming controllers and how good I believe they are. At the end of the video, I'll say which controller is my favorite of all time. And it's important to note that for this video, I'll only be using controllers made by big companies like Nintendo controllers, Xbox controllers, and PlayStation controllers. So I won't be using controllers from things like Sega consoles or other less popular consoles that aren't modern because I don't think they're as good. And that also goes for Oculus controllers, just I'm not going to be counting those. Also, things like the DS, the Switch Lite, the Game Boy, PlayStation Portal, Steam Deck, or anything like that without detachable controllers or is a full console, I will not be counting in this video as a controller. The last thing I will not be including in this video is any off-brand controllers, so any controllers that were not made by Xbox, Nintendo, or PlayStation. Okay, anyways, let's get started with my actual ideas. So first I'm going to start with my least favorite company's controller from those three, and that title goes to Xbox. And honestly, I don't think Xbox makes bad controllers at all. But the thing that really sticks out about them, which makes them practically impossible for me to literally ever like, is the fact that they have batteries. Rechargeable controllers are 100 times better than controllers that take batteries, so Xbox pretty much just immediately gets taken off of this list, which sucks because I grew up with an Xbox 360, but man, changing out those batteries was so bad. Next, we get to one of the simplest controllers ever with PlayStation controllers. The DualShock controllers, they've barely changed from the PS1 all the way to the PS5, but they still make an incredible controller, and they don't change them because they really don't need to. I will say that any of the controllers before PS4 gets beaten by the PS4 DualShock controller, so that's PS1, 2, and 3, because the D-pad on the PS4 controller, it's easily one of my favorite buttons on any controller. It's really cool. But arguably, the PS5 controller is just a better version of the PS4 controller because it has adaptive triggers, a lot of vibrate, it has a lot of creative uses for the D-pad, like swiping. So the PS5 is definitely just an awesome controller, and it'll be hard to beat it. But Nintendo has a lot of weird controls. They have a weird history. So can one of those controllers beat it? Well, let's see. Nintendo's controllers range crazy. From weird ones like the Virtual Boy controller to the Pro controller, Nintendo has so many different kinds. One of the most popular weird ones is the Wii controller. It showed us what motion controls were like we've never seen those before. It showed us motion controls with things like Wii Sports, games like Skyward Sword, so they're pretty awesome. But the problem with the Wii remote and like the nunchuck with it is that they're motion control only. Any game that doesn't take motion controls is not to be played with the Wii remote. But what about a controller that can be used with motion controls and can play non-motion games? It exists. The Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons, the Joy-Cons. Honestly, they're awesome. You get two controllers for the price of one. You get motion controls, and with the comfort grip, it makes it just a regular controller. Not only that, they're rechargeable and can be used in handheld mode. Easily, in my opinion, the most versatile controller of all time. But that doesn't really mean it's the best. They have terrible controller drift after minimal use, and they're really small to hold in your hand. The buttons are teeny tiny, and overall, they're pretty uncomfortable. But, I mean, they're great controllers. The versatility is awesome. And I'm going to mention a controller, because I know at least someone's going to get mad if I don't mention the GameCube controller, because a lot of people swear that it is their favorite controller, and the best one ever made. Personally, I just don't find it comfortable to hold. The buttons are in a strange place, and it's just weird to get used to. I'm not a huge fan of it. This brings us to the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. It has an extremely long battery life and rechargeable. It's very, very lightweight in a good way and has the perfect comfort when I hold it in my hands. The joysticks are in optimal position, and the button sizes and pressability of the buttons, I don't even know if that's a word, are perfect. It's durable, overall an amazing controller, and my personal favorite controller out there. The PS5 controller is honestly a really close second. I'm just not a huge fan of the joystick placement and weight when compared with the Switch Pro controller, but still, DualShock 5 controller is really awesome. Well, that's pretty much it for this video. Short, sweet, awesome. Let me know your controller in the comments below, what your favorite is, which ones you grew up with, which ones you wish I would have mentioned in the videos, overrated, underrated, anything at all about controllers or YouTube or honestly anything. You can even give me video ideas in the comments. Anyways, I will see you all in the next video. Bye.